estéis, un subir y bajar un poquito lo que viene siendo el volumen, ajustes. Bien, únicamente os quiero decir una cosa, pues está con el micrófono en silencio. Ando un poco resfriado y no quisiera que se esté escuchando lo molesto que es estar así. Así que nada, gente, vamos a darle caña, un saludo, muchas gracias por estar aquí y espero contar con vosotros durante todo el directo.
Oh no. It's starting again. It's amazing. Everything's changing. Everything. Everything is mutating. I don't understand. Although both objects were together inside the abandoned car. For now, I prefer to keep them separate. That would be one way of getting into the house. But the noise of breaking glass would alert the soldiers posted nearby. I'd rather not think about what those savages would do. I don't think doing this. Out of the question. This quilted fabric fits the size of the window perfectly. First, I'll take down this advertising poster. Okay, let's try this. And let's cross our fingers that the seat cover absorbs the noise of the breaking glass. If the soldiers next door find me, they'll blow my head off without bothering to ask questions.
You've done it. Thank you. Thank you. I'm safe now. God bless you, stranger. You saved my life.
Take care of yourself, old man. And I don't have to tell you, don't open the door to strangers.
Oh no. The image of that guy again. It's like a loop that keeps repeating. Over and over again. A damn nightmare that repeats over and over again.
Let's see what's on the other side of this.
No! Please! These visions! My head!
You won't get any of his things. I won't allow it. Do you hear me?
Michael, is that you? Thank God we found you. It's me, Chris. Don't you recognize me? But there is a solution, Michael. All is not lost. There is still a possibility of salvation for us. For each and every one of us.
You have to stop this, Michael. You have to quit.
I can't do it!
It's destroying us, don't you see? It's killing us.
It's that demon inside me! I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. These visions are getting more intense all the time. The pain is unbearable. Who's Chris? Salvation is still possible, he said. Could that be true? And once again, that female voice has been haunting me since I woke up. Who is she? Why was she so distressed? What the hell happened to us? Or is going to happen to us?
Despite the condition of the bolt cutters, I think they'd be capable, but it's metal, and there must be thousands of volts running through it. I'd end up frying myself in a matter of seconds. Better not. That would be a waste of time. Forget it. I'd only manage to fry myself. More of that barbed wire that adorns all the city's buildings. If I get up close enough, I can hear a slight buzz, a sure sign that this fence is electrified.
Oh no! Here comes that sensation again. It's like floating in a dense liquid, while everything around me changes and repeats in cycles. Good God, I think I'm starting to lose my mind.
Excuse me, I wanted to talk to you again. I still don't...
He reigns over the days, and we are just instants that slip through his fingers. That's what...
I think it's...
Yes.
There's spring...
Excuse me, I wanted to talk to you again. Tell me, what is it that we can still prevent?
The wrath of God, the destruction of man. There's still time. We did it, but we still have time. The key is in the ruins of the temple. We have to find the ruins of the temple. Look for the head of the lion above the flames. Bring me the head of the lion above the flames while there's still time.
But this church is already in ruins. It hardly has any walls or a foundation left. You're already in the ruins of the temple.
No, you're mistaken. Bring me the head of the lion above the flames.
That's enough. Stop tormenting my brother. He's exhausted.
The head of the lion above the flames? That sounds absurd. It makes no sense. I think it's best that I leave you in peace.
Yes, leave my brother in peace.
There's still time. There's still time. Bring me the head of the lion above the flames.
It's the charred remains of a tree trunk, fighting to keep from being devoured by the enormous hole in the ground. For the moment, it's holding its own. It seems firmly rooted in the soil. I can't reach it from here. Maybe I should find a way to get to the bottom of this enormous hole first. This elastic band doesn't fit in anywhere. Use this here? How? As dead as that tree is, it still looks strong enough to tie the rope to. I can't reach it. This elastic band doesn't fit in any. I don't think I'd gain anything by using this here. I can't reach it from here. Before I go down, I'll leave the heavy stuff here in case the rope doesn't support my... Underneath the surface, there must be many more of these stone things I see sticking out of the water. No doubt they're the remains of a structure that sank here. It seems like a small fragment of one of them is loose. The head of the lion above the flames.
The head of the lion. The head of the lion above the flames. The ruins of the temple still exist. Salvation is still possible. We can prevent it. We can still prevent it. Don't you understand? The annihilation of time. The wrath of God for our arrogance. There's still time. I have to return to the ruins of the temple. I have to go back to the ruins of the temple.
Wait a minute!
Whew. There's no question in my mind, this man is a complete lunatic. Oh no. Everything's mutated. I don't understand. So, I just made a primitive homemade slingshot.
Hello, Michael.
Hi, kids.
We got Mom out of the house. Now what?
Yes, I think I have something you might like. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. They're just kids, and this could get them into trouble. I know perfectly well what they're going to use it for, but their aim is amazing. And a little commotion on the camp fence could be a good thing for everyone. Besides, they want to do something for their father, and those pigs at the gate deserve a surprise.
What is it, Michael? Tell us, what is it?
I know it's something you're really going to like. Here you go. It's a slingshot.
It's a slingshot.
Thank you, Michael. With this, we'll be able to hit the watchtowers.
Come on, let's try it.
That'll teach you, pigs.
Attention, all units in Sector 12. Report immediately to the North Watchtower. I repeat, report immediately to the North Watchtower.
What's going on? I don't know. It must be something serious. Come on, let's go.
You hit him.
Haha, yes.
So what do we do now?
I don't know. We've got to get out of here. Quickly, run!
I better take this with me. I'm not gonna pick the sides. I bet my aim is worse. Oh no! Here comes that sensation. It's like floating in while everything around me changes and repeats. Good God, I think I'm starting to lose. Oh no, it's starting again. It's amazing. Everything's changing. Everything. Everything's mutating. Repeating it. I don't know. There's no need to. I'll use the gloves as insulation so I can cut. Perfect. Let's see what's down. It's a trapdoor, and it looks like it hasn't been used in a... This door leads to a dingy back room. I can hear the buzz of electricity coming from inside.
What is this place? Where the devil am I? It seems like the small building at the ground level is just camouflage. The most important part is here. Are all of them dissolved? How many patients can there be packed in here? Dozens? Hundreds? This is horrible!
First, I'll get this dirty old... Let's see if this grate can be removed. Perfect. It looks like this hole leads to a passageway on the other side. The handle that opens this rusty monstrosity looks worn out. It looks like this closet is used frequently, and with very little care. A tiny lock is preventing me from opening the door, and despite its size, it seems to be very... Judging by this door as I'm not gonna open it this... I don't see any cracks in the door big enough to get any leverage. I'm not gonna pour... It won't open that. I doubt I'd... There's a bunch of papers stuck to the door of the closet. There seems to be some type of bureaucratic form among them. Military personnel, GPS, targets, rifles. I'm afraid what's described on these pages doesn't have very much to do with typical medical activities in a hospital. Military personnel, GPS. I'm afraid what's described on these pages doesn't have very much to do with typical medical activities in a hospital. A row of it could fall apart at any moment, maybe in solidarity with those poor unfortunates screaming in the main hall. It's sagging from the... It has a side zipper that's open. The lining of the bag is... What the hell could they have been keeping inside it? Locked. I'm starting to get annoyed with this sense of lockers and other storage furniture in this. I'd rather use a key to open this case, but I'm a bit short on time.
Who is it? Who's there?
Oh, hey.
What are you doing here? Have you come to steal something? Take one more step and I'll call the soldiers.
No, wait, please, don't do that.
Security, this is Nurse Uma Grundy. I need you to come right away.
No, wait! You can't turn me in. Those soldiers will kill me if they find me.
You should have thought of that before you walked into this trap. You'd better save your breath and get out of before those savages get here.
I thought the first priority of people in the medical profession—
Don't you dare judge me. You have no idea what our priority is our patients. And yours should be to get out of here if you value your life.
Wait a minute. Did you say Uma? Nurse Uma?
Yes, that's my name.
Wait, please don't turn me in. I know your father. I saved his life just a few hours ago. They were going to deport him to the refugee camp, but I was able to stop it.
My God, did you say my father? Tell me, how is he? Has anything happened to him?
Don't worry, Uma. He's safe. He told me about you and your work in this place. He was worried. He'll want to know that you're all right. Wait, please don't turn me.
This is Nurse Uma Grundy. It turned out to be a false alarm. You don't have to come.
Thank you, Uma. You did the right— My name is Michael.
But now you should explain why you burst in here like, what are you looking for?
I came to get medicine. I need a cure for the dissolved.
Cure? There's no such thing. You won't find it here or anywhere else. The authorities distributed a memo among the medical staff months ago. I'm sure you can still find a copy of it around here somewhere. It told us that they've definitely abandoned the search for a medicine. You made a mistake risking your life to— The only thing we store here is pain. This place is a tomb for those poor infected devils, but also for the people who work here. I'm sorry, Michael. The dissolved are
No, that can't be. There has to be a solution. A cure. Oh, man. Poor Rod. Poor Colin. But I heard in the refugee camp, they said a cure is being produced and stored here. Well, if that's not the case, what's the purpose of a building like this?
The army deliberately keeps that rumor about a possible cure alive. You see, as long as people still have some hope left, it is much easier to control the city more effectively. But it's a lie.
I understand.
This medical center was built just after the Great Wave, taking advantage of some abandoned underground facilities. That was when the authorities were beginning to work on their project to rebuild the city. They told us the building was going to be used to take in the first patients. Of course, we had no idea the disease would become so widespread. I left my job in a clinic downtown to come here. I wanted to lend a hand. They demanded total confidentiality about our work to avoid causing panic in the population. Not even my father knew what we were really doing in here.
Yes. He told me that when I asked him about this place.
At first, we treated the patients with great care. There was medicine to ease their suffering and even research into a possible cure. Everything was going smoothly.
And then what happened?
Things started to go wrong. When the number of patients multiplied, we couldn't keep up. And then we began to run out of even the most basic supplies. And that was when the army took over complete control